Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Lions Den here at CCBC Dundalk for Game 2 of our men's doubleheader. We know one team that's going to be playing on Championship Saturday for the men. That one team is the Frederick Community College Cougars. They had an overtime thriller against the West Virginia University Potomac State Catamounts. They were able to hold off a potential second half collapse. But who will be facing the Cougars in Saturday's game? It is the Knights and the Dragons here in game number 2. The CCBC Essex Knights with the number 1 next to their name coming into the tournament this year. 15-2 on the year. Howard Community College Dragons 11-6 on the year. They've got that number 4 next to their name, so they're going to need to pull off the upset if they want their season to continue here this year. Knights with an early possession in the home whites, Dragons in the black jerseys. Dragons started their season on a 4-game winning streak. And then they finished the season with only 11 wins. Not only 11 wins, excuse me. Flowers, 11 wins earned. But I'm sure when they started their year with a 4-game winning streak, they were probably thinking they were going to end with maybe a few more W's in that column. The Knights, on the other hand, began the season winning their first 2 games before losing to Division I Monroe College. After that loss, the Knights went on to win 7 games in a row before losing to Mercer during that winning streak. They also got a win over Division I Hartford Community College. After that loss to Mercer, the Knights would then win every game to end the regular season. 6-game winning streak, which included 5 straight shutouts to end the year. So that's 10 straight scoreless halves coming into this semifinal contest against the Dragons. One of those games, those shutouts, was against the Dragons, actually. Some of the notable team stats for the Knights coming into today's game: ranked number 1 in the nation in goals scored with 103, ranked number 1 in the nation in shots with 439. Also ranked number 1 in the nation in shots per game with 25.8. Ranked 3rd in the nation in shots on goal with 242. Ranked 4th in the nation in assists with 72. And ranked 2nd in the nation in shutouts with 10. Some of the notable stats for the Dragons on the other side: they're no slouch themselves coming into today's game. Dragons ranked 5th in the nation in shots with 288, ranked 6th in the nation in goals with 67, ranked 9th in the nation in shots per game with 16.9, ranked 6th in the nation in shots on goal with 186, and ranked 9th in the nation in assists with 44. So the Dragons certainly have the offensive firepower to hang with the Knights in a shootout, but I seriously doubt that that's what their intention is coming into today's game. They got into a shootout with the Knights in the Castle and came out on the wrong side of it. Here in the Lions Den, they'll look to keep this thing close, play a physical game. A rock fight is ideal for the Dragons here this afternoon. The longer they can keep this game scoreless. Good hustle to chase down that loose ball. You can never miss that number 21 jersey out there on that defensive line for the Knights, Caleb. Big boy. My dad would say he's not missing any meals. Early offensive opportunity here for the Knights, almost 5 minutes into the first half. They'll take a freebie. Far sideline. What a strike. Too much mustard on that dog, though. Needed to play that in more towards the middle of the box. No one had a chance to get ahead on that. And even if they did, they would have had a bruise afterwards. That was a missile off the foot. Dragons looking for some offense. The Knights women's team has already punched their ticket to championship Saturday. They had a 1-0 overtime thriller against the Dragons yesterday. So these two teams' men's programs already familiar with one another. Knights looking to make it a clean sweep of the Dragons. Game 2 on day 2 of our weekend soccer extravaganza here at the Lions Den. Couple of passes. Kasuma looking for one more. Won't find it there, but Stewart will regroup. Keep the offense flowing here for the gentlemen in the white jerseys. Oh, nice move, creating a little space. Now a little more. Far sideline, cross in towards the middle, and it's good! Ethan Hackenberg with the line drive. And Caleb Pritchett finishes it off for goal number 1, and the scoring starts early here for the Knights. 6 minutes into the first half. The ball touches the back of the net for the first time. How does that change the game here? Early scoring. The lid's off the cookie jar in the first 6 minutes for the Knights. How do the Dragons answer? How do they regroup? How do they respond? Can the Knights make it an unanswered run? Oh, nice move to play with control. Kevin Osorio with the fancy footwork. Knights happy to play, keep away, connect passes, wait for something to open up. There it does, the run. They need one more, and great effort on both sides. Osorio to get a foot on it. Defender for the Dragons to continue the defensive effort, make sure it ends right there. And we see a football, American football tackle right there at the midfield. As the two players collided, draw the whistle from the referee. Dragons looking to take advantage on the freebie. Oh, and that's a tough break for the Dragons as the feet get tangled up. And that gives the Knights a chance to regroup, clear it away for a moment. Dragons looking to send it right back, and they cannot. Rolls over the end line, and it's a turnover. Knights playing it back towards the defense. Almost 10 minutes into the first half. The Knights have put one on. Looking for a second here. Knights trying to connect passes. Oh my, too much backspin there as it goes right up the elevator chute. Dragons miss out on the clear attempt, and the Knights can send it right back into their offensive zone. Oh, good defensive effort. Winning possession. Can they keep it, though? Great ball pressure being applied by the midfielders for the Knights. Oh. Caleb climbs up to the top of the ladder, gets a head on it. Dragon sending it right back. Nothing going there. Does give the defense and midfielders a chance to regroup for the Dragons. And Pritchard looking for goal number 2. Looking to turn and run. Dragon shut off his angle for a moment. Here come the Knights once again. One touch in towards the middle. Dragons looking for the clear. Finding it. They'll need another one, though, as the Knights keep it in their offensive zone. I want to thank all of you at home for joining us on YouTube for game number 2. Really hope that you were with us for game number 1, because that was a doozy of a game. I really hope you can join us for Championship Saturday as well, but of course that's then. This is now. Dragons and Knights in game number 2. Dragons looking at their best offensive opportunity so far. Free kick almost 25 yards into their offensive zone. Hands up, ball follows. Good strike in towards the box. Too many white jerseys there, though. Initial clear, and ho! That one touch was almost special. Sent it in towards the box. Black jersey got a foot on it, but split the uprights. That'll count for 3 later tonight, but nothing here today. But the first offensive outburst we see from the Dragons, is a good one. That was a quality opportunity. Is that a momentum-stealing play? Only time will tell. They got to get that possession back if they want to get this game back to even. Knights playing a little keep away right now. Oh, Hackenberg with a chip attempt that just comes up short. Knights putting it right back in towards the box, though. Or into their offensive zone, I'm sure getting it back towards the box is the ultimate goal. Osorio, couple of step overs. Lost his footing on the second chance. And the whistle this time from the ref. Hackenberg on the wrong side of the deflection there. Here's a quick transition opportunity. They don't have numbers or space, but they got possession. And I spoke too soon. Great recovery defensively. As quickly as the Dragons got it, they lost it. Knights defense didn't find themselves out of position for long. Approaching the 30-minute mark of the first half. The Knights have put one on here in the first 15. Looking for a second, but the Dragons offense showed a little life just a moment ago. Can they get possession back and get this game to even once again? No hesitation from the goalie coming off the line, making the save. Oh, over everybody's head. Afternoon has turned to evening, and it is becoming a chilly night here at the Lions' Den. But the fans still piling into the stands here. Day 2 has been just as special as day 1 here on this weekend soccer extravaganza. We've had, oh my goodness, what a throw. Is that Vladimir Guerrero Sr.? I'll try and do it again. I was in the middle of saying we've had 3 tremendous games already here at the Lions' Den. Maybe a 4th developing right in front of us. Cross. Sent away for a moment. They'll need another clear. And, man, Pritchett just took him right off the ball. Oh, and there's a steal. Quick transition. Dragons with some urgency. And there's the pass. Will it lead to the shot in the box? Shot is wide of the net. Oh, my, that's a tough break. And not only does it go wide, but it's one and done offensively. No one there to try and chase it down. As quickly as the opportunity developed, it disappeared. Tough break there for the Dragons, but another momentum-stealing play, though. Can they continue to steal some momentum, maybe get this game back to even, as we are now under 30 minutes to play in the first half? You see the quick strike transition offense for the Dragons almost proving costly. Knights looking to regroup, get that momentum right back, and it won't happen there as that ball comes over the line. Hackenberg will take this. You see that number 20 jersey around the ball. You always got to watch out for some trickery. A skilled player, but also an imaginative player. We've seen Hackenberg pull off some spectacular feats already this year. Looking for some more. Plays it in towards the box. The heel flick just misses as the Knights come out on the wrong side of that deflection. In towards the box again, and Big Mike was made into a sandwich there by 2 Dragons players. Great defense. That ball had a magnet, and it was headed right towards the head of Big Mike Ondecambi. Dragons defense saw what was developing and shut the door, keeping the game right here at 1-0 a little bit longer as we approach the 25-minute mark. Hackenberg with the big kick over everybody's head. He's offsides. And, oh, my goodness, Flowers, though, to the goalie. How did he save that? Just manifested that save out of midair. What a play. Matters very little, as Pritchett was certainly offsides there, but check the goalie for some stickum. Ethan Stewart plays it with control, looking to switch fields, and the Knights are looking for the perfect opportunity to jump right back on the merry-go-round as they win possession once again. One of the tough things that you have to deal with when you play this Knights team is how patient they play You'll see them connect passes amongst the let me try that one more time. You'll see them connect passes between the defenders and just wait for something to open up, as you see right there. Couple of passes between the defenders. Something opened up, quick transition, little through ball, and almost getting a look at the goal. The Knights certainly play with their heads up, looking to connect passes once again. And the Dragons get the clear that they desperately needed. Looking for another one, though, and the whistle. Stewart and yellow card, but that seemed a little bit more incidental than anything. Both players going after the ball, little leg lock. I'm sure Toga Kasuma doesn't feel good because I'm sure he just took a knee either right to his knee or to his thigh. Either way, a tough break on both sides, but referee awards possession to the Knights, and 20 minutes into the first half, the Knights will take a freebie 5 yards into their defensive zone. What will they do with it after the restart? Bouncing around, sideline judge had that flag up. Head referee sees it, keeps it here. Substitutions checking into the game for both teams. Sizable bench unit for both programs, so of course tired legs will play a factor. But you can get some fresh legs in there throughout the game if the coaches choose to do so. And this is a dangerous spot for the Dragons. The Knights, quality corner kick takers. Corner kick, far sideline. Oh, not the best effort, but made a little bit of something out of nothing. That is, of course, before the whistle. But, man, you heard the thud on that ball from all the way up here. Somebody's got a bruise. A lot of backspin on that ball. Dragons first to it. Not a quality touch on that second go. Coachable moment. They look to play for possession in a game like this. Dragons looking to pull off the upset in this 4-1 matchup. A rematch of two teams that met earlier this season at the Castle. A final outcome that the Dragons would like to forget. Oh, good pressure. Making it difficult. Knights holding on to possession as it inches further up the sideline. And we inch closer to the 20-minute mark of this first half. And the action is certainly slowed down here post-goal. The Knights got out to that 1-0 lead and haven't had really that many quality opportunities since then. But what they've missed out in quality opportunities, they'd made up for with playing with possession, and that was a communication breakdown for sure. Looking to establish a two-man game, space to be had on that near sideline, just couldn't take advantage of it. Big Mike playing with control, looking to turn the corner, and a great defensive effort for the Dragons, stonewalling that offensive outburst. You need solid defensive plays like that in a game like this, but particularly when you're going up against a dangerous scorer. And number 17, Big Mike Ondekambi. spark plug player for this Knights team. Blink and you missed it. He can create something out of nothing. Dragons looking to do that here. Starts with winning possession. Good pass. The shot. And that splits the uprights.
Let's go, boys.
Another good offensive chance, though, there for the Dragons. That's 3 good looks they've had. The lid's still very much on the cookie jar, though. The Knights in the middle of potentially pitching their 6th straight shutout. 10 straight scoreless halves coming into today's game against the Dragons. 5 straight shutouts to close out the season for Coach Fiedler's squad. Dragons, though, well aware of what the Knights have in their back pocket, and it definitely seems like they've made a really nice adjustment going up against this Knights team coming off the tough loss at the Castle earlier this season. Dragons have come to play here, and they're keeping the upset hopes very much alive. 3 good looks at the goal over the last 10 minutes. Stealing some momentum slowly but surely, establishing a little bit of a footing for themselves. What will that lead to? Oh, and a good last-second interception, so to speak. And the Knights come out on the wrong side of the deflection there. Quick transition, defense to offense. And Kasuma's the first one to touch it, and that does eventually start the turnover, or force the turnover. Dragons win it right back at the midfield. Can they take it a little bit further this time? Something there, but Robin Cholze quick to come off the line. Not trying to give the Dragons anything for free. Under 20 minutes to play now in the first half. Knights still enjoying a 1-goal lead. Knights not thinking twice about just connecting passes on the back line, waiting for something to open up. Nothing did. Oh, I guess they made an opportunity out of something as that ball was last touched by the Dragons, so it's another corner kick for the Knights. Far sideline. Hackenberg's taking the kick. At least that looks like Hackenberg. Far sideline, ball's in the air. Good strike, and Kasuma got a head on it, bouncing around. Marcani got the foot. And now Hackenberg will do it again. Himself this time, and he went over the end line, says the sideline judge. Dragons looking for space. Oh, what a spin! He smashed that O button. Knights regroup, move it back towards the line. The back line, that is. Oh! One move, the cross, and the clear at the last second. Stewart trying to keep it here, though. And a nice move there from Christian Marquez to create that initial space on the near sideline Looked like the Dragons were in perfect position until they weren't. Kasuma, the spin. And they try and play for advantage for a second, but referee finally blows that whistle, and this is a big spot here for the Knights. 30 yards into their offensive zone. They've got to look at the goal, and Ethan Hackenberg is licking his chops. He's looking to go to work. Just under 15 yards outside of the box, Hackenberg, and he would politely like us all to forget that, as that'll count for 3 on Sunday, but nothing here today. Missed opportunity for sure for the Knights, but one they can afford to miss, holding on to that 1-0 lead. And that whistle goes against the Dragons, or excuse me, against the Knights. Dragons will take it on the freebie. Catch the Knights napping for a second. Looking to turn, get the cross off. And it's there, and a clean catch of the cannonball from Scholze. And what a quick transition. Robbins looking for an assist, and he won't find it there. Caleb Pritchett wanted a call from the ref, and he didn't get it. It's a good defensive effort for the Dragons, seeing what was developing. Not only shutting the door, but then going quick on the transition. Defense to offense. Looking to tie the game up, and that is a great opportunity for the Dragons. Deep in their offensive zone, free kick right outside of the box. Dragons looking to get this game back to even, under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Here's a chance, an opportunity in front of them. A 2-man wall set up for the Knights. Dragons put the kick on, and they need another bounce as the Knights are the first ones to get it, and they clear it out of the box. Oh, here's Pritchett. Oh, and what a recovery defensively, and they blow the whistle! Oh, my goodness! That seemed like they were both going for it, but I certainly don't get paid to talk about the refs, so what we do know for sure is that the Knights are going to try and make the most of this opportunity that's in front of them. They've got a free kick from the same spot they had one earlier, and Hackenberg wants another go at it, but he's not going to get it. And the frustration is written all over his face. Ishizuka will take the kick, under 15 minutes to play. Oh, nope. Oh, there he is. Some trickery. Oh, my goodness! Unalali, golly, what a play! And those top shelf cookies are always sweet. It's a 2-0 game. The Knights put another one on in the first half. What a goal from Mishizuki. Wow. And Hackenberg may be upset he didn't get to take that one, but how can he be upset after watching your teammate put one into the top corner? Wow. What a game. What a shot. Kasuma Ishizuka with a beauty to put the Knights up 2. A tough break there for the Dragons as they had played or done such a great job of regrouping and keeping the game where it was after giving up that early goal in the first 6 minutes. We played to pretty much a draw after that. Both teams getting a couple of looks. Dragons, remember, had about a 5-10 minute stretch where they had 3 really good looks at the goal. Oh, pickpocket, welcome to Baltimore. What a steal. Crab cakes and defense. Ethan Stewart plays it back to the goalie with the head. And the Dragons look like they've picked up intensity a little bit here after giving up that second goal. Good quick run towards the goal there. Not leading to much, but maybe a momentum stealing play. Knights looking for space. Finding it on the near sideline. What a pass! Ishizuka needed one more, and what a tackle on the other side! The offense was beautiful, but the defense was that much better. Quick transition. Dragons looking to get it back to a 1-goal game. Now the cross. They find it, but the Knights are the first ones to it. Again, the Dragons take it all the way to the other side, but don't get a quality look. They'll have to just chalk it up as another potential momentum-stealing play. They've had more than a few of those, but still no goals as the shutout streak continues for a little bit longer for the Knights. The upset hopes, though, still very much alive for the Dragons as we've got a whole second 45 in front of us. And then 10 minutes left here in this first 45. So, long story short, a lot of time left in this game. The Dragons just need one. It starts with one, them fellers from Lincoln Park used to say. Ethan Stewart with it. Looking to push it around, and the Knights, once again, how many times have we seen this in this first 45? Happy to just hold on to possession, wait for something to open up. We're seeing the Knights understand that they are dictating the pace of this game. Dragons have to answer them. Marcani uses the body as a shield. Gives the Dragons forward no chance to get to that. With now just 9 minutes left in the first half. And the red sky of evening has turned into a light blue sky here as the lights are on and we are starting to play some night soccer here at the Lions Den. A breezy afternoon is turning into a chilly night. Will it get colder for the Dragons? Only time will tell. Oh! Knights maybe got a lucky bounce there. That could have been costly. Playing around with it at the midfield, finding space, moving up. Hackenberg trying to chase down the 50-50 ball, but the Dragons are there, and the whistle this time goes against the Knights. The Knights trying to hold on and punch their ticket to Championship Saturday. The Dragons looking to keep their upset hopes alive. I'm sure they'd love to get a goal here in the final minutes of this first half, not leave their comeback hopes all to the second 45. I certainly feel a lot better about going into halftime if they're able to do that. Here's a move here, one more, and oh, a deflection. No clear though, Dragons still. And man, what an effort. It'll take another one. Dragons on the wrong side of the deflection again there. How many times did the Knights get a body on that and send it away? A great effort by the Dragons to stay with it. Not a lot of space there. Knights defense, right time, right place. Making the play. Keeping this game right where it is. 2-0 is still the score. Some communication on the field. Players calling for the ball. Knights finding space. Taking what the defense gives them. Now the two-man game, and that is a little too aggressive. Came in with the hip check. That's old school 80s basketball right there. Somewhere Michael Cooper smiling. Two nothing. Still the score. But for how much longer? It's another free kick right outside of the box. The Knights scored on one of these earlier. A lot of deception. 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe one too many as the ball goes wide of the net. But then again, nobody knew what was coming. It's like one of those like Russian doll things where the doll that just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm sure they have a name for those, but I'm not cultured enough to know what it is. 5 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle. And that whistle will go the way of the Dragons. Still searching for that goal that gets this game back to just a one-goal game. That Ishizuka free kick goal that we saw about midway through the first half. Really changed the song and dance that we were seeing on the field. Dragons right in this first half. Before that goal from Ishizuka, we saw the Dragons put 3 straight quality opportunities together. No real good looks at the goal, but still, they were slowly but surely stealing momentum, establishing their footing. Had that big whistle, and Ishizuka buried it into the back of the net, put the Knights up 2, and Knights that much further in the driver's seat now, that much more comfortable in this game. Kasuma got a couple of black jerseys around him, so he dumps it off. Dragons finally find that clear, though. 210 seconds. That is all that's left here in this first half. And it's a fight for the ball at the midfield. The Knights come up on the wrong side of it. Some hand fighting going both ways there, but definitely the Knights came out on the other side. A little bit more pushing and shoving on their part. Dragons come out a little worse for wear, but they'll feel a lot better if they can put a quality look on the goal here 6, 7 yards into their offensive zone. That's a good strike, and Schulze catches the cannonball like it was an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary. So many bodies around number 33. Somehow he got it. Kasuma with a great move. Kicks it off. Big Mike. Oh, what a defensive play! Oh, my. Boys and girls at home, that is why you never give up on the play. Oh, my goodness. What a defensive play from the Dragons. And Big Mike Ondekambi just had one stolen away from him. Whoa, Nelly, what a game. Knights still knocking on opportunity's door. And they'll knock a little louder as it is another free kick outside of the box. This one coming with under 120 seconds left now in the first half. And we will take a break with these two teams as the X is thrown up. The Knights are enjoying a 2-0 lead. Will that still be the case when we get to halftime? Stick around with me and find out. Here's the free kick. Whole bunch of white jerseys over there again. Some more trickery. Who will take it? 1, 2, 3, and he catches the cannonball on the second go-round. Oh, my. He'll catch his breath on that one. That was a missile. He took that cannonball point blank into the midsection area. It took a bounce onto the ground, and he fell right on top of it, keeping this game at 2-0 a little bit longer. Dragons still searching. Not finding anything there as they lose it at the midfield. Knights now. Oh, sticking the leg out at the last second, putting a stop to that run for a second. A moment. How long is the moment? 55 seconds is all that separates these two teams from halftime, and it's another whistle that leads to a freebie deep in the offensive zone for the Knights. This one, take a miracle to get a goal on that one, as that's a tough goal-scoring angle, but it's really like a glorified corner. They put this in towards the middle of the box, let somebody get a head on it. Maybe you'll find a lucky bounce. 30 seconds left in the first half. The Knights looking for a buzzer beater. Ball's up, and it's off the wall. Looking for a second chance at it. And it won't come, but it's another whistle. Looking to go quickly as it's only 9 seconds. And a call for time. That'll stop it. So we will see this kick. The Knights, another chance at the buzzer beater here. The last kick went right into the wall. What do they have on this one? Ball's up, good kick. It's off a couple of heads, and then finally caught by the goalie. Man, that was a ping pong. Wow. What an end to the first 45, and the Knights will take a 2-0 lead into halftime. They are 45 minutes away from punching their ticket to Championship Saturday. What will be the final score in this one? Stick around with me and find out. It's a short break, and then we're back ready to close things out on day number 2 of our soccer extravaganza here at the Lions Den. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here and ready to start the second 45. And it'll take a second half comeback effort if the Howard Community College Dragons want to keep their season alive. They're on the verge of elimination here in this 4-1 matchup against the Knights. Knights looking to punch their ticket, join the women's Knights team on Championship Saturday. We know one matchup already for Championship Saturday. It's going to be the women's side of things. CCBC Essex Knights taking on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. And awaiting the winner of this one is the Frederick Community College Cougars. Right now, it looks like the Cougars will be facing the Knights, but there's 44 minutes for the Dragons to change that. It's going to have to start with one, and then they're going to have to get it to even. They need to get the lid off the cookie jar to start. Oh, good job of letting that ball play. Dragons couldn't control it, though, afterwards. Got around Cisse. Dragons with the freebie. Oh, what a touch on both sides. A beautiful kick in towards the box. The one touch, and Robin Schulze got a fingertip on it to keep the shutout alive. He'll have to do it again. It's a corner kick here for the Dragons. Still knocking on opportunity's door. And, oh, Schulze catches it cleanly this time. And what a moment there for the Dragons. Does that establish some momentum here in the second half for the team in the black jerseys? Only time will tell. Ball on the near sideline, looking to turn the corner. Nothing happening there. Great effort. Just no angle and not a lot of numbers to try and put that ball in towards the middle. Felt like he had to do it all. But two really good runs here back-to-back for the Dragons. Is this the beginning of a nice second half adjustment for Howard? Some physicality helping the Dragons out a little, as the Knights with way too much pushing and shoving on that one. The hand fighting has gone both ways in this game. This has been a very physical contest, and it's only going to get more physical. Dragons are coming out on the right side of that early in this second half. My goodness. Toga Kasuma did his best John Elway impression as he went head over, or feet overhead, excuse me. Five minutes into the second half, Knights taking it on the freebie. Now with the throw-in, further up the sideline. Dragons take it and clear it, but they're going to have to do it again. Oh, nice move towards space. Great defense, though, to stonewall it. It'll take another effort just like that. Oh, that's a costly turnover at the midfield. How costly, though? That's why every coach at any level will tell you not to move the ball through the middle more times than not. It's dangerous. And again, what else are the Dragons to do? They've struggled going defense to offense with consistency here today, as we see a great tackle. Now towards the box, and got a foot on it, but it was wide of the net. Dragons taking over on the goal kick. Took over on the freebie, and just as quickly as they took over, try and send that ball in towards the box, and they pick up the flag on the offsides. Knights switch fields on the pass amongst the defenders. Now looking for the through ball. Cisse making the run from the back. Now the cross, and he had somebody there. The Dragons saw what was developing, made the adjustment, cleared that ball out. That was solid defense for the gentleman in the black jerseys, not overrunning that ball. Way too much mustard on that. We are approaching the 35-minute mark of the second half, which means we've almost played a full 10 minutes, and we are still playing to a 2-0 Knights lead. Dragons trying desperately to change that, as they've had some looks in this first half. Knights working it between the defenders, waiting for something to open up. Again, understanding that they are controlling the pace of this game. The Dragons have to meet them at where they are. And it'll stay here. We have now hit the 35-minute mark, 10 minutes into this second half, and I think I speak for everyone when I say a bit surprised with how slow the offense is a little bit for the Knights. Though as soon as I say that, Kasuma's making a little offense here. Dragons really the only team with a good look at the goal here in this second 45. Of course, that was saved by the fingertips of number 33, goalkeeper Robin Scholze. And Hackenberg, frustrated, gotta be careful here. Play within himself. And there's the yellow. Ethan Hackenberg, fiery individual. Catching the yellow card for it. Coachable moment there for the young man. What a shot. What a boot. Whoever caught the head ball there for the Knights is going to have a bruise. Dragons putting it on and coming up on the wrong side of the deflection. Marcani takes it off the backside, literally. Under 35 minutes to play now. Knights still very happy, just slowing things down. Playing towards control. Waiting for something to open up. Nothing opened up there, so they'll take it on the throw. Hackenberg uses the body as a shield to spin off the first defender, but then he plays it a little bit too far out in front, and he lost it on the second. Knights defense plays it back to Scholes. And we've got some warm-up action on that far sideline for the Knights. Maybe just keeping the legs and body warm in case they got to go there. Haven't seen many substitutions here for the Knights this afternoon. Kasuma around one, cannot get around the second. His teammates will look to pick him up, and they get the cross off, but then the Dragons are able to get a foot on it and clear it out of the danger zone for a moment. Knights playing tic-tac-toe right now, connecting passes. Taking time off the clock. Trying to make the Dragons exert some energy here. Applying ball pressure. And there's a nice tackle from the Dragons on the far sideline, winning possession for a moment, and then the whistle will keep it here. Dragons didn't get the kick they wanted, but they're holding on to possession. Switching fields. One step over, two, looking to turn the corner. Cisse sticking right with them and picking his pocket in the end of it all. Oh, what a play defensively. Staying with the action and not giving up an inch. Pritchett. And he overran it by a second, and oh, here's a quick transition. Pass. Oh, and Schulze got a piece of it. My goodness, blink and you missed it. The Dragons created that out of nothing. Near sideline, ball's up, and Robin got a fist on it, but he's not out of the danger zone just yet. Or is he, as Hackenberg takes it on the transition? Oh, and the Dragons take it right back at the midfield. The physicality is picked up here this afternoon. Big kick, takes a good bounce, another one, and there's the flag that blows it dead. So many jerseys for both teams there surrounding that ball. Couldn't see what was happening or developing. Big through ball onto the other side, and the flag. I think Kasuma, a little too much hands on back there. As we are certainly playing under the bright lights here at the Lions' Den now. It's a dark black sky taking over the horizon, and it is been an amazing day two of soccer here at the Lions' Den. It's really just been a tremendous start to this soccer extravaganza. They had two absolutely amazing games yesterday, two more great games today, and Championship Saturday is building up to be a good one. And what about our good friends here at CCBC Dundalk planning this whole thing out, setting up the field, which is always immaculate here. Hackenberg splits the defense, looking, dropping it off, and he's offsides. Dragons maybe catching the right side of the lucky train there, as something developing there for sure a moment ago. Pritchett just couldn't stay on sides. Luck or skill, depends on where you're sitting. Dragons players, coaches, and fans would say that's a good job of the defense moving as a line, using that offsides flag as an extra defender. Knights players and coaches and fans, of course, are probably thinking that was just one away. Good ball pressure applied there from the Dragons, trying to force the turnover in their offensive zone, finally doing so. Can they make something of it? Oh, and what a recovery defensively. Dragons get it right back, though. And how many times have we seen great defensive play from both these teams? The shot. Oh, it's coming. And no, it's not. What a deflection. And a tough break for the Dragons there. They had a look at the goal until they didn't. A couple of really nice moves At first I was going to say maybe not run around it, just go for the left foot, but he made a nice move, got a good shot off with the right foot. Just, again, the Dragons came up on the wrong side of the deflection. And Cisse will use the body as a shield. And the Knights will take over on the goal kick. We have hit the 25-minute mark of this second half, and we are still looking for the first goal of the second half. The Knights put on 2 in the first 45, but we're playing to a scoreless draw here in the second 45, and that is really keeping the Dragons' comeback efforts alive, keeping their upset hopes alive as well. That combined with the 3-4 good looks that we've seen the Dragons put together. The old Jim Carrey, so you're saying there's a chance. There certainly is. Just need it all to go your way from here on out, and that will bring an end to it. At least that play right there. Knights looking for maybe their second free kick goal. Ishizuka had the game's second goal on a free kick in the late stages of the first half. This is a much better look this time around. Hackenberg wants it. Will he get it, though? And there's the whistle. Here's the kick. Who's taking it? Hackenberg is, and gets it into the back of the net. What a beauty by Ethan Hackenberg. A moment in that young man's life that he may never forget, because that could be the dagger here in Game 2 of our semifinal contest. Still lots of time left here in this game. The Dragons' comeback hopes just got a little bit more dim. The comeback trail that they have been trying to walk here in the second half maybe just turned into a mountain. Hackenberg looking for another. What a pass over to Pritchett, who couldn't play it cleanly, but Kasuma's there backing it up. And what a catch of the cannonball, and the frustration written all over Pritchett's face. I think he knows that if he could have played that down with the chest, may have been a good look at the goal in his future. Nothing happening there, though. 20 minutes into the second half, the Knights have found the back of the net here in the second 45. Does it prove to be the dagger? Pritchett was looking for that ball over his shoulder like a wide receiver running down the field on a fly pattern. Knights give it up at the midfield. I'm sure after that goal a moment ago, the Knights that much more content with playing keep away. Nothing happening there as the ball rolls safely towards the waiting hands of the goalie. Knights looking for space, looking for real estate on that far sideline, finding none of it. Good defensive effort from the Dragons. The Dragons' pace is slowed down even more after giving up that goal just a moment ago. A tough break, I'm sure, and another tough break, as that will be a yellow card issued to one of the Dragons' defenders. Hackenberg looking for maybe his second free kick goal here. Ref will walk back the wall. Two-man wall set up right here. Hackenberg's going for goal. You know he is. Missed the net, though. The idea of laying that up never once crossed that young man's mind for a second. Is the old, you miss 100% of the shots you don't put on cage, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Kasuma gives it right back. Hackenberg says, try it again. Oh, my goodness. If style points counted for anything. Caleb Pritchett is a big man, but he looked like one of the three ninjas from the movies I used to watch as a kid. My goodness. Oh, there's a through ball. Dragons, and Schulze with the save. Oh, my goodness. It is one of those days for the Dragons. And the Knights, you think their shutout record doesn't mean much to them? They're looking for their, oh, with the spin-a-rooney. Marquez looking. Kasuma was loading up the big gun. What a tackle. Last second saving stuff. My goodness, the excitement is never ending here. What a game. Dragons with possession after the throw-in. And man, what a moment that was just a few seconds ago. Dragons, blink and you missed it. That through ball found its way all the way through. Just missed out on their first scoring opportunity of the game. And that one is too powerful. Too much mustard on that dog. Under 20 minutes to play now. Hackenberg trying for the trickery, coming up short. They're playing for the flag, and it's not coming. Keep going. Dragons. Oh, man, the Dragons. A little bit of a gift there as the Knights slowed down and got themselves out of position. Dragons couldn't make them pay there, but they may be able to make them pay here. Their comeback efforts are still alive. It's just going to take a little something special. I've never seen any miracles on this field at CCBC Dundalk, but I've seen a few miracles in my day at CCBC Essex. And we're not even in towards miracle time yet. Dragons, they just need one. We've seen them stack opportunities on top of one another before. Oh, what a pass on a rope. CC. One move, the second move never came, as the Knights this time find themselves on the wrong side of the deflection. Whistle goes against the Dragons. Freebie for the Knights after the whistle. 15 yards into their offensive zone. Hackenberg looking to take it, and he took it as far as he could. So Hackenberg will take the kick. Almost like a glorified corner here. Free kick right outside of the box near sideline. Hackenberg puts it up, and it splits the top post and the field goal post. Somebody got a head on it, and I'm sure they're a little worse for wear as Hackenberg sent a missile in towards the middle of the box that time. Possession one for the Dragons at the midfield. Now looking for the two-man game. Oh, instead they look for that pass in towards the middle. Space to be had. The Knights defense saw what was coming. Shut it down before it really got going. 15-minute mark now. The light at the end of the tunnel starting to fade a little bit here for the Dragons. Knights put one on towards the middle, and a great job on the head ball as Pritchett was getting ready for the Dragons, to fail, and fail they did not. Instead, it's a quick transition. Oh. CC got to take a step back. Okay, there we go. Can't make that throw in from the field of play. Under 15 minutes to play now. The Knights understanding what's in front of them. 14 minutes and some change away from punching the final ticket to Championship Saturday. What a semifinal contest this has been. What a semifinal contest all of the games have been. Three games before this, all of them. Oh, what a pass and what a play by the goalie coming off the line with less than a second to spare. Sometimes You play that position, and it's kill or be killed. Dragons live to see another day with the score remaining where it is. Started to say before that offensive outburst, we had 3 games before this, all decided by 1 goal. 4th semifinal contest of the last 2 days. And it's still a good one, but it's the most lopsided game we've seen so far, and it's only a 3-goal game. And it's been a 2-goal game for most of the day. I mean, what a game, what a weekend of soccer this is developing into. And it should be a surprise to no one because it's been a great season of soccer. And yes, it's coming to an end, but the end is oh so sweet so far. It'll be bitter when it's all over, of course. Just over 10 minutes left to play. And Marcani gets ahead on that. And then another. Kasuma said, that looks fun. Let me try that out. And Marcani's got to be getting tired of using that head. Great ball pressure from the Dragons. Creating that turnover. And the X is thrown up. You got to think, even on a chilly night like this, cramping, playing a factor in a physical game like this. Here's the restart. Knights had it on the throw-in. Now you see Dragons have it right in front of that corner kick flag, looking for real estate and not finding any of it. Who can afford to buy real estate in this market anyway? Stolen at the midfield, and what a tackle. Great timing. Coming in from behind, too. If he comes in a second too late, that's a flag. And that will draw the whistle. I know he'll get the card on that, but that's one of those tackles. It's kind of a necessary evil because if Ishizuka continues to make that run, then he probably splits the defense and gets an easy look at the goal, and you'd almost rather have him earn it on a free kick as opposed to just getting an easy one-on-one. It's kind of like an intentional foul in basketball. You'd rather have him earn it at the line. Problem with that is this man has earned it already this game. Ishizuka had an amazing free kick goal about midway through the first half. Could he put a second on here? Ishizuka with the free kick. If the third goal that we saw in the game for the Knights was the dagger, this one could be the Knights dropping the spirit bomb. Ishizuka and Hackenberg talking it over. Ishizuka wants it. He's taking it, and he puts it into the backside of one of the Dragons' defenders. And it's a corner. Nope, a goal kick, says the main judge. 10 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the final whistle, and that, speaking of whistles, that will draw the whistle from the ref. I'm sure he wanted to play advantage there for a second. Dragons took over. He said nay, nay. As sad as it is as to see this soccer season come to an end, it also reminds me that basketball is right around the corner at this level. Get ready for some great action coming to you on YouTube from your friends at CCBC Essex and CCBC Dundalk. What will the end of the soccer season look like, though? It looks like the Knights 9 minutes away from playing at least one more game. Dragons maybe 9 minutes away from their season coming to an end, and maybe the careers of some of the players on the field coming to an end. The sad reality of this part of the season at this level. You got some players out there who may not be moving on to four-year schools at the end of this. The journey may end here, and what a journey it's been! What an opportunity that was. Making a little bit of something out of a whole lot of nothing. Not much real estate there. Making the best out of a bad situation. Making the best out of a tough day at the office. Knights have been a buzzsaw so many times this year. 8 minutes and 30 seconds away from being a buzzsaw once again. And the second time this year that they chopped down, potentially chopped down, the Howard Community College Dragons. And there's Jackerick making a quick run, and it's off the field goal post. It's out of bounds. Would have mattered very little, as that was out of bounds the minute it touched the field goal post. But sure, an embarrassing moment. Miss the net like that. Lord knows I've been there plenty of times. Good head ball there, sending it right back where it came from. And Kasuma comes up on the wrong side of that hand fighting. Dragons on the freebie. Lovely smell is taken over the stands here at CCBC Dundalk, the Lions Den. Starting to fill up with anticipation. Deflection. Oh, what a catch! Full extension to the right. Making the catch and keeping it in the mitts. If he doesn't hold on to that, Dragons may find the back of the net for goal number one. Robin Scholze looking to keep his shutout streak alive. 10 straight scoreless halves coming into today's contest. 5 straight shutouts to close the year. Looking for their 6th straight shutout here and their 7th straight victory overall potentially for the Knights. Would also be their second straight 7-game winning streak this year. They had a 7-game winning streak, lost it, and then just started a new one. Bouncing around, and what a good job of putting the mitts to the ball. And Kasuma frustrated. He couldn't get ahead on that. Goalie's got just as much of a right to that ball as he does. That's good goalie play. Here's some good play on the carry. Space on the near sideline. Now looking for the cross. Oh, nice spin around. Logan Jackerick stays right with it. There's the cross, and it's into the side of the net. Good recovery defensively from the Knights, not giving them an inch. They took that first mile, but couldn't get that final inch. Under 5 minutes to play. Oh my goodness, what an effort from Caleb Pritchett. He turned on the Jets, was looking like Barry Allen. He gave up that possession. He caused the turnover himself and then immediately tried to get it right back. Effort gets you mighty far in life, but maybe not there. A little bit too much effort on display as it's a whistle for his troubles, and it's a free kick. It's about 6-7 yards outside of the box. Dragons, maybe their final real good look at it. Toga Kasuma looking to carry. What does it matter? I don't get paid to talk about the refs. Old NASCAR play right there. 210 seconds is all that separates these two teams from the final whistle. Through ball, finds its way through. It's a race between Marcani and the Dragons offense. Caleb lost the race, but's winning the fight. Or is he? Shot is off and wide of the net. Caleb was right there, but somehow the Dragons found a way to turn the corner and get a shot off. Great effort. Now under 3 minutes to play. Puts the boots to it. Jackerick is there, but so is a black jersey. Logan lost it after he initially saved it. Hackenberg with a nice little flick back to the defense. 140 seconds is all that is left here in this one. Knights playing keep away here. Coach Fiedler watching his squad punch another ticket to Championship Saturday. How many times has Coach Fiedler led this team to where they are going to be this Saturday? Region 20 action, almost always dominated by the Knights. Championship Saturdays become a regular occurrence for them under Coach Fiedler. Frustration really starting to set in here. A great effort from the Dragons here this afternoon. Coming into this game, I'm not going to lie, I thought this game would look a little bit more lopsided than it was, given the way the last game between these two teams went when they went head-to-head at the Castle. But the Dragons, they came in here, made a great adjustment after that game, and stuck with the Knights really from the word go. And you got to think about those big penalties that they gave up to the Knights in the late stages of the first half. And if they were able to hold on to that 1-0 deficit going into halftime, maybe the second half looks a little bit different. Instead, the Knights were able to put one more on in the late stages of the first 45 and kind of really just changed the whole song and dance that was going out there on the field ever since then, as now under 60 seconds to play. But even with that being said, the Dragons went into the second half down 2, and remember, they put on 2 really good looks at the goal in the first, 5 minutes or so of the second half, and they've had more than a few chances since then, but just no goals to their name. Not yet, at least. Maybe one here in this final 30 seconds. It's one thing I love about this Dragons team that we've seen is the effort has been here. Even in this later stages, and trying to run into one there. Unsuccessful, and I think that will probably be the last hoorah that we see. Scholze trying to get a goal himself. He won't get it. And there it is. The clock hits 000, and Championship Saturday is all that is left here in this soccer season. The CCBC Essex Knights women's team will take on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks in Game 1 on Saturday. And in Game 2, the CCBC Essex Knights men's team will take on the Frederick Community College Cougars. A great 2 days of semifinal action has come to an end, and I hope you can join us for Championship Saturday. Until then, Aaron Thomas wishing you good night. Hope to see you next time.